Well, if you watch The Sopranos, you know Michael Imperioli. He won an Emmy Award for his work on that show, his newest, an original series from Amazon called Mad Dogs. And this thing, it looks fascinating. Michael Imperioli joins us this morning. Michael, are you there? There he is. How you doing, Michael?
I am. I'm very good. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. No, thanks for being here. This is kind of a dark comedy. Will you set it up for us?
It is about four friends from college who are now in various stages of dissatisfaction in their middle ages, and they go down to Belize to join a fifth friend who has lived there for a long time and has gotten very rich. And it starts to come out that he's involved in some shady dealings and activities, and everything kind of blows up, and they have to fight for survival, basically, in a hostile environment.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's some grudges, there's some kind of secrets that surface up. Can you let us in on some of those?
Well, that's the easy part for them. They have to deal. There's various things that happened in the past, interpersonal relationships where people, maybe had betrayed each other and did stuff behind each other's back, and that stuff comes out as they have to work together to, get out of Belize and get home with a lot of evil people on their tail, basically.
Yeah. If I remember, you wrote and you did both for Sopranos, didn't you?
I wrote, and produced some of the episodes.
Yeah. So how do those experiences, I guess, how does that affect you as an actor?
I don't really know. I mean, it's pretty separate. My inspiration to write for The Sopranos was after the first season. I really fell in love with all the characters. So I wanted to be able to explore not just my character. So I started writing for the show. Yeah.
And I want to talk about something else you did, because you won the Tournament of Stars competition on Chopped a few years back, didn't you? If I remember correctly?
I did win, yeah.
So how'd you get into cooking?
For charity.
Right.
I worked in restaurants for many years when I was younger, so I started cooking way back. And then they offered me to go on the show, which I hadn't heard of, but my kids did. And they thought I would win if I went on it. And there's a charity that I work with that builds and maintains schools in very remote regions of Tibet. So I thought if we could raise some money for them, it would be a good thing. And we wound up winning, and we raised some money. So
what'd you make for that? What's your go-to dish?
Well, on Chopped, you have to make what they give you.
Yeah.
So my go-to dish, I can make lots of different things. I make a lot of soup, I make pasta, I'm vegetarian, so I make a lot of, I use a lot of fresh produce from where I live, and that's it, any kind of thing.
Well, you're Italian, right? Imperioli, that's Italian, right?
Yeah.
Did you grow up in a strong Italian family?
Yeah, I did. Sunday we'd have pasta, that my grandmother and then my mother would make, and very traditional Christmas. Yeah. Christmas Eve, you have 7 courses of seafood, which my aunts still carry that tradition on Christmas Eve.
I know that well. My last name's DiGiacomo. I've got a strong Italian family as well. Back to Mad Dogs.
There you go.
The first season is available now to Amazon Prime members. Michael, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you betcha. All right,